Hi crafters, and welcome to my series. If you haven't been here before and know what this series is all about, I have a playlist in the description box and also at the end of this video where you can go back and watch day one. So today we are going to be opening up from this Stampin' Up! 2025 Crafting Advent Calendar that you'll get this stamp set with it when you purchase it. And today we're opening up day 9. So let's go ahead and see what's behind the door of day 9. I should kind of get this a little started because I'm trying to be careful not to rip it. But I have a hard time. I feel like that one's going to tear. Okay, I'm not having much luck. Okay, maybe if I push it down here with my nail, I'll get a little more. This little door is giving me grief. Let me try it from this angle. I don't want to tear it. So, let me see. Boy, would it's ever be... Oh, it's starting to tear. Let's see if I can grab something here that'll help me get in there. Yeah, maybe that's a little better. I probably should use my bone folder to do that. Okay. Let's go ahead and turn this right side. All right. Ooh. Okay, let's see what's here. I think this is a bunch of ephemera. And everything in this calendar, like I've said before, coordinates with each other. And I will be making cards in December with these products. So you're going to get a bunch of these little cards here, which has different designs. Let's see if I could put this here where you can see it. So there's this. There's the back side. There and there. Ooh, I love that one. These are so cute. Oh, this one has something on the back. Wish you were here. Very cute. This one says it's a great day. And that was kind of the bluish stripes. There's the pink, and there's the back of that. Ooh, I like this because this looks like it's, you know, like you've put a scallop piece on there. I love that. I'm not a big blue fan, but I do like that look. Okay, and then we have this one. And there's the back of that one. This is really cute. Yep, love it, love it. And then we have that in the back of that. And then just tons of ephemera in this pack here. Lots of little pieces. Let's see if I can grab a piece of cardstock here. So I can kind of just start turning over the pieces here. So you can see what comes in here. So cute. I love ephemera because then you don't have to create your own. But this is cute, the little cupcake. Some flowers and bows. Looks like cherries. Oh, a butterfly. Little tag. Oh, that's cute. What's this? What is this? Oh, it's a little birdie. And some foliage. Cute little tag. Love that. Oh, and then a piece of this, and we got some dies earlier that look like that. And then that little flower there. So there we go. There are all the little ephemera pieces. Okay, well, let me carefully set this aside, and then I can put it back in its little packet later so that I don't bore you all. Okay, now let's bring in the pieces of the tag. So I hadn't used this designer paper, so again, I put that on my cardstock first, the basic white, before I die cut it out with my tailor-made dies that I've been doing. And then I really wanted something like this. And so what I ended up doing was I stamped my Wrapped in the Warmth of Christmas in real red, and that sentiment came from Snowflake Sentiments. I wasn't sure if it was going to fit on there, and it was a tight squeeze. But then I went ahead and added some designer paper in the background there. See, so like I just basically used, where is the punch? I used this punch right here, and I punched out my sentiment. Then I did another punch of that designer paper, and I just cut it in half and adhered it just to the edges there. But before I did that, I did a little sponging, just a little bit on the edges of black. And then I ran it through the tailor-made dies again, just because I wanted that stitching there on the edges so that it would, when I put it on my tag, it would, look like it was all together. And then I brought in, I wanted some more of those snowflakes that I've used before. And I got that die out of this Alpine Adventures. It's this one right there. So I die cut me out a couple of snowflakes. And then again, I'm using that same designer paper that I backed up there. And I have me my little pieces here. And I also sponged some black, just a little bit around there. So that'll be for our little hole there. And then the back side, I thought, you know what? I like that paper, and I could have just done that down there, but I really like that there's another one in the pack that has snowflakes. So I thought, might as well bring in that, because then the tag could be red and green. And I, again, did some more of that sponging of the black around the edges there and adhered it to basic white, and then I die cut it out with my tailor-made dies. My sentiments came from this set right here again, and this was the to and from are separate, so I had to line it up on a block together so I could stamp it all at once. But that too there gave me a little bit of grief. I didn't get it completely stamped, so I had to come in with my garden green marker and just fill in that O there a little bit and one of the little dots there, because it was not stamping very nicely. And again, I have one of these to put there. And then, again, using that same twine that I've been using. And I think that was it. So now we just need to put this little guy together and then come back and look at what it looks like in the end. So let's get started with that. Before we look at the final tag, I just wanted to come on and remind you that if you're interested in trying to win one of these paper packs, because I'm giving 2 away, and this is the paper pack that I'm using to create these set of 6 tags, then you need to make sure that when you comment that you put in the comment along with your comment, hashtag peaceful. And then at the end, when you comment on any one of the 6 videos that I use to create tags with this paper, or the video that I create the box with, it's going to hold these 6 tags. And if you have that hashtag peaceful in there, then I will gather those names and put them in a wheel of names, and then I will spin for them after this is all over. I've already done the spinning for the first set of tags and box. And in fact, those paper packs have already went out to the winners of those, and they went out in the mail already. So I'll be doing the same thing with this. But I just wanted to come back and remind you, because I have enough here that I can definitely give away 2 of these packs. Okay, well, let's just finish up the video and see what the tag looks like. Okay, well, there it is. I was having a little problem getting it lined up there, but you know, it's handmade, right? I noticed that I could see my white there, and that hole is a little hard to get this thicker twine in there, so you probably shouldn't mess up the way I did there, but that's okay. I think it turned out very cute, and I really like it. I feel like it needs something more, but maybe a little snowflake in there. I'll have to see if I have little snowflakes that might look cute in there. Let me just check that out. Okay, I found something that I thought would be really cute. So when these were first released, I didn't get them, and then they were out of stock for such a long time. So then when they came back in stock, I bought lots of them, and I've never used them. How do you like that? But they're these red and white, real red and white adhesive back peppermints. Wouldn't one of those be cute in each of those little circles there? So let me go ahead and put one of each. See what, I think this size might be, I think that'll be cute. I probably should have put a little bit of glue in there first, just because I'm afraid that the adhesive that is on the back of them might not stick very well because of this. I want it to be, I guess I should have put it on the back of the actual, this part. I could use a glue dot too, because it has a little glue dot back there already, but I just really want to make sure that it sticks. Oh, I think this is going to be so cute. I could have used a smaller one, but I chose to go with these bigger ones just to see. I really like that so much. I'm so glad I thought of them instead of putting another little snowflake in there. Plus then I could pull them out and actually use them, right? Well, there we go. There is our tag for today. I'm a little crooked there on adhering the front and the back together, but that's okay. I'll let that go. And I think that these sticking out, they're not too far out, so hopefully they won't interfere with the box that I make in the end. Okay, well, there is today's tag. I hope you enjoyed it and this video, and if you did, you can show me your joy by giving it a thumbs up. Okay, until my next video, have fun crafting, everyone. And remember, choose joy, and may God bless you all. Bye-bye.